Hello guys and welcome to another edition of Rage Against the Dice. We're continuing Orktober with some action of our Ork Warbiker Mob. Now this is a fantastic kit, it really is. The bikes just have so much sort of theme to them, so much detail. They look absolutely fantastic. They mix the kind of ramshackle of the orcs with the aesthetic of Mad Max. These are really good whether you're using them for your for your orcs for 40k, or you're using them in something like Gorkamorka, or whether you're going to use them in Speed Freaks, because we don't know at this stage if Speed Freaks have got their own bikes or not, or whether they're just giving you more of these bad boys. But yeah, this kit's an older kit in terms of it came out in sort of the 4th before 5th edition book. It came out with things like the plastic truck and stuff like that, I believe. And don't quote me on that, but it's around about the 2009, 2010-ish mark. But it's a gorgeous little kit. As you can see, it's the older kits because it's showing the older pot, to be honest. And then the foundation paints, when they came out, they had those kind of... Yeah, they were the first one that moved towards the paint pots we've got now, which I'm, as you guys know, not the biggest fan of. But anyway, let's bust this bad boy open and let's just have a look at the awesomeness that's inside. So these, full disclosure, these are going to be used in my Gorkamorka, but I am using everything from my Gorkamorka within my normal orc army, so you will see them in both. And there's that ramshackle tripod going down for the first time. As I said, it is held together with gaffer tape and stuff, so there's a good chance if I knock it over, I'm not going to be able to refix it. So, as always, you get yourself your instructions. The bikes are pretty simple to put together, in all honesty, and it gives you the ability to make up 3 biker boys, or 2 biker boys and an orc knob. You can use some of the orc knob kit stuff to really spruce them up, and you, as always, get a grot on the back, because grots are tight. You do tend to find you get loads of little just random grots popping up and everything. And once again, you get this same transfer sheet, which looks like it's never ever been updated. Let's see if we've got a copyright. 2000. So maybe these bikes came out earlier than I remembered. Or just they've been using that same sheet for even longer. So, bike bases. I don't think the first ever set of these I got came with bases. I think that's kind of how long ago it was, but that's really searching back through my memory to try and remember that, but I'm pretty confident it didn't. But yeah, we do get bases this time, because we live in a more civilized, cultured age, and that can't be a bad thing. So, this comes on 3 sprues. Let's put these other sprues to one side so we can actually see what we're looking at. Throw this box to one side, because rubbish on the floor is tight. So on this you get, that's kind of how the bike works. You get 2 halves pushed together and then loads of little bodgy extras. You can see there you get the makings of a power claw. You get this. Now I love this axe. I love the fact that it's attached to him. It makes sense for a biker. This is where Games Workshop had really started to think about their models, and they tried to make sense as much as possible with everything they did, which I think really showed. Your bikers, they had chains attaching to their weapons, so if they dropped them, the weapon wouldn't fly away. It would be just there. But there's the 3rd bike. And you got, obviously, the cool handles. Now, I love the fact that the handles on this one, they have spikes on. You can kind of imagine an orc in a fight. He's crashed his bike. You can imagine him just kind of snapping the handle off and using the handle as a weapon. I mean, that's kind of how I picture it. And then you get some big shooters, twin-linked, because orcs. You get these kind of bikey heads, and I really like these. They have such character to them. Is that the grot's head? Yeah, it is. Look at the grot on that. He's awesome with his little glasses on. Imagine him in a sidecar or something like that. And then we're going to look at the 3rd sprue. So this is the fronts of the bikes, and again they match up together. You can stick them so that one with that one, but it would look a bit silly. Those 2 go together okay-ish. But again, the weapons, look at that. So, orcs, they love to just pick up something wacky, and that's either like a club or a chopper or something like that. So they've got, obviously, the nuts cogs on a pole, and then they just have a crowbar or an orc version of a crowbar, and then you get the chain. So all the weapons, they feel really orky and they feel really bikery. And again, you get more little gubbins and more sort of little shoulder plates, so if you want to heavy armor them up. And these are the bodies. Look at that, like a biker jacket with an orc skull on, and then they've got like the chains. Once again, everything on this sprue and everything on the 3 sprues we've looked at, they all feel very, very orky and very, very bikery, I guess is the word. Is that a word? That's the word I'm going with anyway, whether it's a word or not. This is where sort of orcs started to come into their own, and they stopped being very generic soldiery stuff, and everything kind of has a theme and a feel to it. These are ramshackle, as you'll hear with it, all orky stuff. So a few more modern orky stuff anyway, you'll always hear the term ramshackle used, because it's very apt, and it feels very thematic. You know, like, that's clearly like, not a crowbar, I said a crowbar before, it's like a pipe, like an exhaust pipe or something like that. And it's orky, so they've just lobbed a few, like, bolts or, like, in that case, nails through it, and, like, that'll do as a weapon. And that's what orcs should be. When I was talking about before how I didn't like I think in the Ork Knob video I talked about I didn't like the more chainswordy looking weapons. I much prefer the weapons when they look like they've just picked up a bit of metal and kind of bashed it into a vague shape. That really works for me in terms of orc stuff. So, anyway, this is the Ork Biker set. It's just a short one today because it's a short kit. It's only 3 models, 3 bikes. But there's still some extra little gubbins and stuff on there, as you saw. Now, the next one we're going to look at is the Ork Battle Wagon. Now, this is a beautiful, beautiful kit, and we're going to look at that, I think it's 2 days' time. Going to look at the Ork Battle Wagon, and that's got some really, really nice features to it. So, guys, thank you very much for sticking through this shorter video. I hope you're enjoying Orktober so far, and you're really enjoying the look back at some of the old kits. Getting ready for the new kits when they come out, and we can have a look at those together. But for me, the Orks have always been an interesting race. I've loved them since 2nd edition, and I think every time they get new releases, they start to get more character to them, more depth. And I'm really, really interested to see the Speed Freak stuff and where we go forward Ork-wise. But please leave a like on this video, guys. It certainly helps us out and helps push us into algorithms when people are searching for orcs. If it's the first time you've been on our channel, please check out some of our other videos and consider subscribing. We put out a load of different content for a load of different games, and we are starting to sort of more specialise in certain things. Our conquest videos are continuing. We're definitely going to continue on with our orcs and the epic stuff, and we're going to push on with Blood and Plunder, and we're going to push on with board games and things like that. So there's definitely going to be a lot of content coming. We are getting to the point where we're putting a video out every other day, and that's helping us grow exponentially. So we do appreciate everybody who's subscribed to us so far. If you are subscribed or you're newly subscribing, hit the bell for notifications, because it means you'll be made aware when we put new videos out. And as always, guys, pray to the dice gods and hope they smile upon you. Take care and have a good while. Thank you very much for your time.